What's cracking, family? T Money down in the dungeon, bringing you guys a big collection update for this Saturday evening. It is 10:35 p.m. So we are getting a late start, but I wanted to do this, get it done while I have some time to myself. So let's jump right in. I guess we'll start with a few non-movie media type things, and well, it's all media related, but and yeah. So first up, we got some stuff from Pixel Elixir, which is an awesome pin company that puts out some amazing pins, obviously enamel pins. So I've showed you guys their stuff plenty of times before, but all this talk of Valentine's Day and My Bloody Valentine, I feel like the timing is right for this. And yeah, I don't think it was a coincidence that they did three My Bloody Harry Warden My Bloody Valentine pins. So awesome. Gonna add these to my pin board. I can't remember which, number 6 or something like that, that I'm on now. So those are super cool. I also got, you can see behind me on the wall, maybe up there a little bit. You can't really see them, but I got some Mondoids from Mondo. They are the Jason Voorhees, Friday the 13th Jason, and then the NES Jason. And I think they're from Mondo Tees. Super cool. They're, I think, pretty rare, so I ordered them on eBay. And then I also grabbed, I just don't want to take them down, so I'm going to leave them up there. But I also grabbed this beautiful piece of NECA history, I guess, from eBay as well. I grew up with NES Jason, so those of you who are familiar with the game, even though it sucked, it was fun, nostalgic, and you'll recognize that right there. Classic stuff. I actually played it again recently. I think one of the game systems I had it, like one of those new NES mini things that has all the games loaded on them, and it was pretty bad, but fun all the same. So yeah, this is awesome. I love it, and I had to have this for my collection. So I think there are 2 of these, if I'm not mistaken. One of them's like a store exclusive. I don't remember what store, and it has like a more accessories. I think it has like the what do you call it? The arrow gun or whatever he uses. I can't remember what it's called. But yeah, this just has the axe, which is fine with me. It was like $30 cheaper, so awesome. Air gun? No, I can't remember that thing that he shoots. What was it, part 3? Anyways, where to begin? I don't know. We'll get into the media now. I guess first up, we will start with a classic Don Dohler movie. If you guys haven't seen this, I highly recommend it. Night Beast. Kind of a controversial buy because I have the Vinegar Syndrome release, and I also have the Blood Babes and Babes, Boobs and Blood or something like that. It's the documentary on Don Dohler, the director, and also the film. It's a Trauma DVD release. But yeah, I mean, the Vinegar Syndrome release is probably enough, but this is just the Blu-ray, and it was cheap. It was like $13, so I picked it up. I love this movie. Great practical effects. The Night Beast, the monster from outer space, looks amazing in it, and he reminds me of the Suckling. He kind of looks like the creature from the Suckling, the '88 films released, but not so much in the movie, just on the cover, really. But yeah, it's great. Great practical effects, sci-fi horror. Love it. So check it out if you haven't seen it. And this is really cheap, so it's a good way to watch it. I do believe it's the same transfer as the Vinegar Syndrome release. I'm pretty sure. There's just no special features, really. You get your classic Lloyd Kaufman introduction, which is kind of tradition for Troma releases, but alright, so that's cool. This movie I have been dying to see. I haven't watched it yet, but The Cleansing Hour looks like some modern possession horror that does it right. Shudder's been killing it, so pretty much every Shudder movie I've watched I've loved, and I've just been recently, this last year, been getting into the Shudder stuff, so yeah, can't wait to check this out. Possession Horror 2020. Then of course we have the classic recent rendition of Gretel and Hansel. I love anything Hansel and Gretel, and I like this movie quite a bit. I liked it a lot more than the Jeremy Renner rendition, which was fun, but this is way more serious in tone, and it's just kind of like a a heavier, more serious approach, I guess, to the film, and I appreciate that. I loved it, and yeah, it's kind of uh, like a the witch type. What do you call it? Cult, not cult horror, but you know what I'm trying to say. But yeah, awesome, great movie. That's 4K, so I'm stoked to check that out. Random Acts of Violence. I've heard nothing but good things about this movie. Can't wait to check it out. Modern slasher movie with some good practical effects, some awesome gore, death sequences, and stuff like that. So yeah, Shudder. Can't be bad. Can't wait to check it out. Then we have another slasher movie, Aqua Slash. Never seen it, but seems to be a modern slasher that takes place on a beach, maybe. So cool, fun. Love slashers. Then Breaking Surface, which is, I thought this was actually a like a Leviathan type movie, but it's not actually. It's more of a suspense survival thriller. I think some girls they go underwater deep, and then their shit goes AWOL, and then they have to escape. So it's more of a survivor thriller, but cool cover artwork there. Was hoping more for like an underwater creature feature, to be honest, but still. Then we have Shirley, not to be confused with Shelley from Scream Factory a couple of years ago. A psychological thriller type movie, I think, about this couple, some conflict that they undergo in a cabin with some guests. I don't really know much about it, but modern horror, probably serious in tone, psychological thriller. So then we have Sputnik, which is a new one from IFC and Scream Factory. Actually, IFC Midnight and Scream Factory. More sci-fi horror. It says the most moving horror accepts blah 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 blah. Controversial methods. Tanya, a young doctor, is on the she's on the cuff of losing her medical license, we'll say, because I don't know what that word is. Precipice of losing her medical license. Her career may not be over, though. She's recruited by the military. She's brought to Secure Science Research Facility for a very special case. A cosmonaut who survived a mysterious space accident has returned to Earth with a unique condition. There's something living inside him. Awesome. So that sounds really awesome. Maybe we have some good The Thing references. I have no idea. I've never seen it clearly, but Sputnik. So I love my sci-fi horror. This is a Turbine Media release of the classic American Werewolf in London. Don't really need to say anything about this movie, but I think it's 3 discs, special edition. 4K transfer, yep, HDR, so super cool. And this is like the standard. I think Turbine did like an Uber 6-disc or 8-disc edition media book type thing, I think. But this is more just like of a slimmed down edition, bare bones, which is fine. Lord knows we own way too many copies of this movie, but classic all the same. The first half of that movie I love, then I kind of start to lose, I don't know, something about the whole like expedition, like wilderness sequences in the beginning with the guys. I like that stuff. It's just really, really atmospheric. Here we have a new one from Dark Force Entertainment, Revenge of the Bushido Blade. I actually watched this when I forget the dude's name with the dreadlocks. I call him Meathead, but he was doing his, the Demon was doing his live. I love how he gets like so into it. It's so gimmicky and it's ridiculous, but it's entertaining as all hell. And he like brings his like little sword and like all of his like little, what do you call it? Just ridiculous. But anyways, he interviewed the director, or not the director, the star, Leo Fong, which was actually pretty interesting, but could have used a better interviewer, to be honest. Demon was not very good at interviewing, not very into it at all. He just kept going, yep, and this guy's like a fucking legend in this genre. So anyways, I digress. Never seen it, but I'm excited to check Leo Fong and Cameron Mitchell whooping some ass and some good old kung fu action, I guess. But yeah, this guy Leo Fong like worked with Bruce Lee. I think they filmed something together, or they were friends or something. Pretty cool, pretty legendary. So interesting. Can't wait to check it out. That's from Dark Force. Then we have a new one from Dread Central. Yeah, possession type movie, La Casa. I don't know much about it. Hit or miss with these Dread Central releases, but wanted to pick it up. It says a string of terrifying scenes that will deliver lovers of scares. That will delight lovers of scares, sorry. Yeah, so evil spirits in a house and inspired by true events. So La Casa. Then I grabbed this, shout out to Roy Dam. I don't know if he's on Instagram or anything, but he's pretty cool dude. I bought a few releases from him. He does like really high-end, I guess, BDR releases where he'll take a movie that doesn't have a Blu-ray and make a Blu-ray, and does a pretty darn good job given the elements that he has to work with or whatever, you know what I'm trying to say. The problem with me is a lot of times I end up buying these films and then they end up coming out, like Vinegar Syndrome will put it out next month type thing, and I'm just like, fuck, why didn't I just wait? That happened with, was it Stepfather? No. Something recently I bought from him and then, I can't remember. But yeah, anyways, this is a classic movie. I'm not a huge fan of the Silent Night, Deadly Night sequels other than the first film, really. The second film's ridiculous. I like the second half. But part 5 of all of the others, I actually kind of enjoy the Toy Maker. So I had to pick this up. Supported Roy Dam, as I've done before. And yeah, I think it's really cool that he does that. So obviously he's a film lover. And he actually is very honest about the quality of the film. Some are better than others. I bought a bunch of releases from him, so super cool. Vinegar Syndrome just barely put out one of the titles. I can't remember the fucking name. Anyways, funny story about this one. This is the Predator 4 movie collection on 4K. I could give two fucks about Predators and the Predator remake, but Predator 1 and 2, gotta have them. So like a dumbass, I ordered this from Amazon. It was like $69.99. And afterward, I was like, what the fuck? That's really expensive. Why did I do that? And then I went back for whatever reason. Thank God I did. And it was like $39.99. So it was like $45. It was over 50% cheaper. So I emailed Amazon. And I was like, come on, dudes. Can we just make a swap? I don't need to reorder this. Just give me my money back. You know, price match yourself. Price match yourself. They wouldn't fucking do it. Pisses me off. I'm like, geez, Jeff Bezos is just a jerk. They're like, yeah, they're his rules. I'm like, that dude has so much fucking money. Like, really? Okay, fine. So I had to go through the hassle of shipping it back, which was whatever. I didn't have to pay anything for it, but they could. It just doesn't make any sense. It's like, why wouldn't you just let me keep the original copy that I bought and then refund me rather than making me ship it back? The cost of shipping they pay. I mean, whatever. Fuck them, right? Dude makes enough money as it is. And then it just doesn't make sense to me how that works. But anyways, I digress. I got my Predator 4K movie collection. I'm the dumbass who ordered it for $70 to begin with, but I didn't know. I wasn't paying attention. I should have been. But yeah, so I got it for $39 or whatever, which is a fair price. And I got my money back actually last week, so cool. Here's a new one from Screenbound in conjunction with Twilight Time. I didn't know Twilight Time was still around, to be honest with you, but I ordered this directly from Screen Archives Entertainment. This is Venom, not to be confused with the Blue Underground Venom, but I do believe it is a killer creature film. Demented grab bag of sinister cinematic tropes set in the picturesque Bavarian countryside, aka the legend of Spider Forest, spins a wicked web complete with a winsome seductress who, okay, so I think it may be, yeah, it's actually an anthology film, so that's cool. I think I've heard pretty ridiculous things, and honestly, it's pretty surprising that Twilight Time put this out, aren't they? Usually more serious in tone. I don't know if this is a desperate plea or what. I didn't even know they were in business, but super cool anyways. Venom. The movie is from 1971, so I think it's an anthology film. I didn't read it all, and I do remember hearing ridiculous things. But it's directed by Peter Sykes, which is awesome. He did a lot of like later Hammer films, so that's cool. Then we have Eureka's The Last Warning. This is really nice release, and Eureka's Breeder. I'm pretty sure both of these have US Blu-rays, but I had to grab them for the Slippy Dippies. And this is the Masters of Cinema collection, and this is not. This is just a regular edition with a slipcover. Anything Eureka puts out is awesome, so yeah. Um, Creature feature, I can't remember. I haven't seen Breeder in a long ass time, if ever. And then this is 1922's Broadway, The Last Warning, based on the story of the House of Fear. Not really horror, but suspense type thing. So awesome. All right, let's do this one. I'm really stoked to own this movie finally. Saint Maud. I've heard it's amazing, and so we've got two really good like possession horror movies to watch: Saint Maud and The Cleansing Hour. And I'm just stoked to check this one out for sure. I've heard great things. Look at all those stars and yeah. So it's another possession type movie. Girl moves in with this woman who is like I don't really know, but it's possession film, and it's supposed to be really fucking good. So we need some more good possession movies. I think for a while there they got really ridiculous with all like the parody fucking possession movies. So this is awesome. Really stoked to check it out. I've heard great things. Really nice release as well from Studio Canal UK. You've got the slipcover. You've got lobby cards. So really nice release. Love that cover artwork. Simple and effective. So classy right there. Then we grabbed this one because you can't own enough. Candyman. One of my favorite. Probably top 5. Definitely. I love this movie. I love the second movie too, but Candyman can't beat the first one. This is the uncut Turbine Media release, which is awesome. And Scream Factory did put out the 2-disc collector's edition, which I think is the theatrical and the uncut version as well, but whatever. I love this movie, so you can't have enough Candyman. And for the longest time, we were deprived of a nice Blu-ray release, so cheers to Candyman. One of the best. That parking lot sequence scene, I tell you, it's so fucking creepy. Helen. Oh, I can't do it, but it scares me just thinking about it, man. And when I was a kid when I saw that movie, and true story, it is one of the only horror movies that really spooked me to my core. Like thinking about it afterwards, in the mirror, in your bed, like where is he? Like I was scared shitless of Candyman. Right from that beginning sequence when they get slaughtered up in the mirror, up in the house, the couple there. It's so good. Fucking love it. It's so creepy. Oh, it's so good. And I love Candyman. This is a badass release, and this is actually the reason why I bought Candyman from Turbine. It's because I bought this directly from them as well. This is The Wixer. The Wixer, I don't know what it translates to, but it's a crime. I don't really know, to be honest with you. It's a badass release. They're crime stories, I think. German crime stories from the 60s. I think, or maybe, no, I'm sorry. This is from 2004, but it's based off of Edgar Wallace's work. So it looks to be interesting for sure, and this is just a beautiful release. That cover artwork, honestly, just got me. Hooked me right from the beginning. I was hoping for more of a horror-themed film, but it's really more of like a crime movie. So we'll see. Beautiful release though. 2,500 limited to 2,500. I got number 2009. So Turbine kills it when they put out these box sets. Heavy duty. Probably weighs like 3-4 pounds. So very nice. And then jeez, how could I forget? We have a couple more media books. This is Asylum. Don't know much about this one, but it is an anthology film where I think the wraparound story is this like deadbeat clown trying to make a living, and then he goes crazy or something like that. He's like a, what do you call it? Like a comedian that's trying to make it in the game and tell some scary stories, perhaps. I don't know, but love me some Asylum-themed killer clown type anthology films or horror movies in general, so that's awesome. And then we have the classic giallo film, Butterfly. What is this called? I'm forgetting now. This is the Camera Obscura release. I've seen this movie too. I can't remember. The Bloodstained Butterfly. Sorry, but yeah, classic, serious giallo film about a girl who gets murdered in a park, and then the investigation ensues, type thing. So it's a giallo to the core. And this is a beautiful release. It's got number 195. I'm not sure what it's limited to, but Camera Obscura, anything they put out is fantastic. So love that simple, classy cover artwork as well. It's weird because on the Diabolic website, there's actually sometimes that happens. The cover artwork that they like announce or whatever when they put the release up is different from the actual one. I'm not sure if this is just a cover A type thing. I don't think Camera Obscura. Oh, they do. So this is cover B. So I guess they do put out multiple covers. They're kind of obscure. No pun intended. But yeah, it's hard to get like the alternate covers of the Camera Obscura releases. I find that if we're lucky, I usually get like one. But so that's awesome. I'm not going to get into this detail, guys, because I really don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But I did pick up the Noir, Columbia Noir, just because they're going to go out of print, and I need to up my Noir game. So I ordered these Volume 1 and 2 Columbia Noir Indicator releases. I think they were on sale, maybe. I think so. And yeah, so because these are going to go out of print, and then I'll regret that I never got them when I want to watch them someday. But just, Indicator, they do amazing box sets, and there's probably 4 or 5 films on each release. And it's, the same deal with the Indicator goodness. They're limited probably to 6,000 each. So I haven't even opened these yet, as you can clearly see. But yeah, so it's Columbia Noir Volume 1 and Columbia Noir Volume 2. And then I think they just announced a Volume 3. So that is fantastic. Alright, just a couple more things here, guys. So I had to do it. I was like, do I want to do it? I'm glad I did because they sold out. But these are the... I hate them because they're loose, but these are the 84 Entertainment in conjunction with Paramount VHS throwback Blu-ray releases. This is Friday the 13th Jason Takes Manhattan. But I hate how it's like stuff is loose in there. I think it's like a little tray thing that has the discs, but it always makes me paranoid that they're loose. And I don't open these because they're kind of collector's items. But yeah, super cool. I feel like these throwback VHS things, Region B, you know the deal, the look and feel of a classic VHS, but it is not. It is a Blu-ray. And then we've got Friday the 13th. What is this? Part 3? No. Yes, Part 3. My favorite, actually. Part 3 and 4 are probably my favorites, but no, wait, this isn't Part 3. Sorry. Yes. It is Part 3. It is Part 3. Sorry. I should know that. God, it's my favorite fucking one. And then we have Part 5, which is probably one of my least favorites, but I still kind of like it. So yeah. Now I'm going crazy and thinking I'm wrong, but I know it is Part 3, because I recognize the curly-haired loser dude on the back. And the hippies, but let me just check for my own sanity. Yeah, it's Friday the 13th Part 3, Friday the 13th Part 5, and Friday the 13th Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan. So those are the 3 that Jesse had on his site. I'm assuming they did them all, so I'll maybe collect them all if I can get them. But Part 3 I love, Part 8 I like, so if I could get Part 4 I'd probably do that. But and one last thing, last but not least, guys, we have a beautiful... Oh, I didn't show you guys this either. I did grab this, kind of not regretting it, but honestly, it's just weird to me. I love They Live. It's my favorite, or not my favorite. It's a great film by John Carpenter. Not my favorite John Carpenter movie at all, but I love it. It's great. But honestly, like, why did they just do this guy? Like, I just don't get it. Like, they should have done one of the cool, like, aliens or something. Frank? Like, come on. I don't know. It's just weird to me. It's just like a normal... I mean, he's cool. He's badass. But why didn't they do, fucking whatever his name is. Rest in peace. Like, I just don't get it. Why they chose to do Frank. But that's They Live. Roddy Piper. They should have done him too. But I got it because I'm crazy. You guys know the deal. Last but not least, we have another beautiful edition from Turbine as well. I do believe it's Turbine. No, it's Le Chat qui Fume, the French company that I order from occasionally. This is just a delicacy. Honestly, this is fucking beautiful. If you guys haven't seen this, great movie. Highly recommend you check it out. Weird movie, strange movie, but fantastic. And Sam Neill, probably my favorite movie that he was in. This is just beautiful. It's 264 page book. The film, you've got 4 discs. You've got a 40 page, all kinds of stuff. Let's open it up. Want to open it up? Let's do it, guys. Let's do it. Why not, right? What are we at? Fucking 25 minutes. Let's do this. Alright. Such a beautiful release. And I do have the really nice other UK release. There was like a leather-bound UK release and then a standard. I have both those. That kind of sucks because this is going to come off now. That's too bad. I think this thing was meant to be sealed. I'm kind of sad, actually. But probably shouldn't have opened it, but fuck it. I'm going to watch this because this is just a fantastic... Look at this cover artwork. It's beautiful. She's beautiful. Stunning. Love it. So it opens up like one of those other Turbine Media type things. Oh my god. It's beautiful. So beautiful. So you got a 264 page book. And I'm assuming this is just all about the history of the film. Or of the director. Yeah, it's a history of film of the director. Look at this. It's fucking thick. 264 pages, like no joke. All of the films that he did, which is amazing. Some really cool like stills. So yeah, I mean it's just super high quality. It's got that fresh text. Not text, but fresh whatever it is, paper I guess. And then as I smell. And then we've got this little book too, which is wonderful on the film itself. Okay, I love that cover artwork, man. That'd be a rad tattoo. Such a classy film. Like, you can't fuck with this movie, for real. You can't. And then a really nice copy of the film. This is sold out too, unfortunately, but yep. And then you've got all the, you know, thingies inside it. I think you open it like this, right? You slide it. Come on, baby. Yeah. There you go. So you got 4 discs. CD soundtrack as well. So 3 discs. You got the Blu-ray, bonus features, 2 Blu-rays. I'm not sure if it's 2 different cuts of the film. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. It's the 4K, the Blu-ray, the bonus Blu-ray disc. Cool. The bonus features are on Blu-ray too, and the CD. So 4K, Blu-ray, Blu-ray bonus features, CD. So, and I'm curious to know whether or not this transfer is going to be different from the. I can't remember the company that put out the other release. It's a great release as well. I honestly never thought I would need another copy of this movie, but I mean, it's a great film. My cat wants to go out now, so I'm going to wrap this up. But I had to. I mean, once I saw this, I was like, yes, please. So, and then inside the box, you got a still of Sam Neill, young Sam Neill. Such a strange movie too. I think I'm gonna watch this tonight. Can't remember. Maybe. All right. Anyways, cheers, guys. I'll see you soon in the next update. Thanks for watching. As always, love you guys. Peace.